A whip pan is a camera movement to the left or the right, a pan that's so fast the entire image is in a motion blur. Whip pans can be used as a quick transition from scene to scene, or to keep the momentum going within a scene. Whip pans are mainly used in action and comedy movies. You won't find many whip pans in dramatic movies because they would just feel out of place in an emotional scene. One of the biggest problems with the Star Wars prequels is that they're very dour and slowly paced. There's not really any kind of momentum. So when J.J. Abrams directed The Force Awakens, one of the ways he addressed this problem was by adding a lot of whip pans. And because of that, the movie was thought to be too fast-paced. Whip pans are very visually distracting and tiring, so you have to use them sparingly. To create a whip pan, what you're doing is taking two individual shots, one ending with a whip and one beginning with a whip, and then editing those together. Before you film your whip pan, you have to figure out which direction you want it to go. If your first shot ends with a pan to the right, then your second one needs to start with a pan to the right. Whip pans are probably used a lot more often than you think. Next time you watch a movie, point out how many whip pans you can see, and then tell me. Now here's Edgar Wright with his thoughts on whip pans.
There's a bit in Shaun of the Dead where we whip pan onto a mug that Simon is holding, and the easy way to do that, which people do usually, is reverse it. So you start on the hero shot of the mug and then reverse it. But David was a good enough operator that he could just whip onto it and like land dead center, which if you've ever done any camera work, you know that on a long lens that kind of shot is actually really tricky.
So if you go out and try to make your own whip pans, don't be disappointed if you can't get it on your first try. It can be pretty hard.